Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a happy ghast carrying a house. Fun fact, I am hidden somewhere in the intro of this video. Let me know if and where and when you saw me down below in the comment section. I thought that this was a really fun concept for a house, and what's even more fun is that you don't have to build the house that I'll show you how to make in the video. You can stick any house that you would like up there as long as it fits. Here's a few examples. And maybe even some that don't fit, it's up to you. And here are all of the materials that we will use throughout the build. Please do make sure that you have access to all of these. Before we actually start building, this house is made in the air. I'm currently 30 blocks up off of the ground right now, but you can make it lower or higher. It's completely up to you. Once you've figured that out, begin by placing 16 white concrete extending up from your starting position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Extend to the right by 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then extend all the way down. And the goal is to actually extend and connect all the way back to where we first started to create a square. We then want to extend the corners of the square backwards by 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Although we don't have to count out a bunch of rows of 15 as we can extend across the back of the build. And then all the way forwards, like this. And then we can simply extend the back corners up and forwards to join to the front of the build, creating a cube. Now that we have our cube, we are going to fill the base of it in using white concrete. Now that we have filled the base of the ghast in, we are going to come underneath and starting from any one of the front two corners, we extend in diagonally 1, 2, and we place 1, 2 white concrete like this, extend down, add another row behind like this, and then extend this row down, and then back by 2 rows, and then we just add a row on top. So effectively, we are just creating one of the legs or tentacles or whatever it is, and we are drawing them backwards. They're kind of like dangling back as the ghast is flying through the air. And we can remove this block and we can do the same here. So 1, 2, 3, 2 blocks here, down, extend back, down, and then we can extend back. So it's the exact same shape, just like this. And we actually want to do this on the back also. So we'll come to these corners, extend inwards, 1, 2, and then we'll have a 2x2 square drop down and down here as well, and then back by 2 rows. So here, same thing here as well. 1, 2, 3 inwards, create a square, down, and then we can just have the legs dangling back behind the Ghast, which looks fantastic. So now that we have created the legs, the next thing we will work on is the saddle. So we'll start on the front top right hand corner of the build here, where we will actually place a blue concrete right here. Then we will extend the blue concrete to the right, and we will extend down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we will place 2 brown concrete. 1, 2. And then we will place 3 blue concrete. 1, 2, 3. Then we will place grey terracotta, or rather, we will place an additional layer of brown concrete extending inwards from the brown, and then a layer of grey terracotta, which we will extend up and down, just like this. Then we will place a white stained glass here, followed by 3 light blue glass. 1, 2, 3. And then on top of this, starting on the left, we will place a light blue, 2 cyan glass to the right, light blue to the right. Over here on the left, a white glass, 2 cyan to the right, and then a light blue. Then here, light blue, white, and then 2 light blue. And that will give us this. And then we will surround all of the glass with grey terracotta, just like this. And then we'll extend these 2 middle blocks to the left using brown concrete, just like so. Then we will place a row of grey terracotta to the left of the brown and extend up and down. And now we have to be careful with our glass placements again. So left of this bottom block, we will place 1, 2, 3 light blue, followed by a white stained glass. We will then place on top of this, just left to right, light blue glass, 2 cyan to the right, light blue, and then here, light blue, 2 cyan, then white. Here, we will place 2 light blue, 1, 2, white glass, and then light blue, just like this. And then we will surround these with grey terracotta, just like this. And then we take the 2 middle blocks here and we place 2 rows of brown concrete extending out to the side. And we should have something which should look very much like this, which is perfect. And we'll come back to the goggles a little bit later on, as we now want to place 1, 2, 3 blue concrete extending down from the edge of the goggles. We then want to place a row of blue concrete that extends up on top, that comes all the way up 1 row above the Ghast like this. We then extend to the right by 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we place a light grey concrete, and then 8 brown concrete, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, light grey, and then we can just place a row of blue extending to the right and connecting in this corner. We may as well finish this. So underneath this blue, we will extend down, left, and then we'll place 2 more blue here, and then we will place light grey underneath here, and left, and then we'll come over to this side, and underneath this light grey, we will extend down, and right, down, and then extend to the right, and join back to our light grey, and then we'll place grey concrete in this gap left in between. Then in this corner, we will place blue concrete, and we'll just extend across to the light grey, and then we'll place 1, 2 blue concrete, and the end result should look like this. Next, we are going to come all the way down to the bottom left corner of the head here, and we will place 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white concrete extending inwards. We will then place a light grey concrete on top, and then 4 grey concrete to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a light grey. Then we will extend the 2 middle grey concretes up, and then we will place 3, 1, 2, 3 light grey concrete to the left, and 3, 1, 2, 3 light grey concrete to the right. We will then come all the way up to behind the goggles. So all the way up here, we want to colour match the concrete to the glass. So where we have the cyan glass here, we want to place the corresponding concrete behind it. So there is a 2x2 square of cyan in the middle. There are 3 white glasses, and then that just leaves a bunch of light blue all the way around. And it just gives us a nice effect here from the outside. It's really nice, and we want to do the same thing for the other eye as well. Just start with the middle, add the white, and then the light blue is really, really simple. And there we go, that is absolutely perfect. And from here, it might even be easier to do it from the inside. We can just fill in the face. So we'll just fill the entire face area in using white concrete. And we do only have to fill in the parts that would be visible from the outside, which is probably why it's best just to do it from the inside here. So we can move all the way around the saddle and the goggles. Okay, let's take a look. So there shouldn't be any gaps. That looks so good. So now that we have done that, we are going to move around to the right side of the build, and we are going to make the majority of the saddle extending around. So we'll take this blue concrete here and we'll extend it backwards 1, 2, 3, and then up 1, and then right by 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we'll place a black terracotta, 2 grey terracotta, then a black, and then 4 blue, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll extend down, and then right by 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we'll extend across the back of the build by 3, 1, 2, 3, up, right by 3, 1, 2, 3, down, right by 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 1, right by 3, 1, 2, 3, down, right by 3, 1, 2, 3, then coming back again towards the front, we place 3, 1, 2, 3 blue concrete, and then up, right by 3, 1, 2, 3, black terracotta, 2 grey terracotta, black, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 blue concrete, extend down, and then we can just connect all the way back. So this is the outline of the saddle. Now we are just going to move all the way over to the right side of the Ghast, and we will, on top of the black terracotta here, place 3 more terracotta, 1, 2, 3, and here 1, 2, 3, with grey terracotta in between, which we will then drop down a row, and then place black terracotta underneath, and left, and right, and then we will place light grey concrete in the gaps in between, extend out and down by 3, 1, 2, 3, out, 1, 2, 3, and then we'll join just like this. We also want to actually extend up the corner here of the saddle all the way up, and then just in one like this, and we can extend this block in one, and place a light grey concrete extending in from both sides, and then just a brown concrete in between, just like so, just so that we're kind of getting the outline. We can then place light grey concrete on top of the, I don't actually know what this is called, like the foothold, whatever it is. I'm sure that you guys, what is this part of the saddle called where you actually put your feet? I don't know. I want to say stirrups, but I don't want to sound stupid. Anyway, we are now going to extend the light grey concrete left and right and down, just like this. And we want to extend it out and join upwards all the way up to the top of the saddle like this. So we'll extend out and then up just like so. That's perfect. We will then also extend our brown concrete here just 1 row inwards. We want to place yellow concrete underneath it, and we kind of just want to place it along our blue concrete, just along the base, and then just up here by 1. And then we are going to fill the gap around the light grey in using blue concrete, just like this. And then we are going to fill this area in using brown concrete. So This is the part where one would actually sit. And yeah, this is looking really good. That looks fantastic. So now that we have done that on this side, we can go ahead and do the exact same thing on the opposite side. And I think that we'll start in the same way. So on top of these terracottas, we will stick 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, grey terracotta in between. We will then drop the grey down, and then we will place black terracotta underneath, left and right, light grey in the gaps, extend out and down, and a further down by 2, so there is a gap between the black terracotta. And then we'll place light grey along the top of this, extend out and down on both sides. We can just use the opposite side to measure where the light grey goes, but just so that we do it in the same way as the opposite side. So let's extend the blue concrete all the way up at the back, and then in, light grey, and then on this opposite side, blue concrete, light grey, and then we can run the brown concrete between, like this, and then we can extend the light grey out and up. And did we do that at the front already? We did, but I actually just used the opposite side to do that. Then we can fill this entire middle section in here using brown concrete. Don't know how much to miss a block. And then underneath here, let's extend these brown concretes one row back, and then we'll add the layer of yellow concrete, so all the way along the base, and then it just flares up on the left and right side just like this. And then we can fill these gaps in using blue concrete just like so. That is absolutely fantastic. And now that we have done that, we can move all the way over to the back of the build. On the back of the build, we'll start up at the top here. We will place 1, 2, 3 blue concrete extending inwards towards the middle with a light grey. And then on the right side, we'll do the same. We'll place 1, 2, 3, and then a light grey extending inwards. And then we will connect both sides together using brown concrete. And we'll drop the brown down. And then we will place a light grey extending all the way around the brown concrete like this. Then we will place yellow concrete along the top of the blue concrete, and then yellow concrete in the corners, just like this. And then we can actually fill the entire back of the saddle in using blue concrete. And that looks fantastic. So now we are just going to fill the sides of the Ghast in where necessary. So underneath the saddle is where we have to add just a bunch of white concrete. I'm doing this from the inside just because I think it will actually be easier to see. So we're just filling all of these gaps in where necessary. So that should all be filled in on that side. And we shall do the same on this side too. There we go, that's fantastic. And then just for the back, a little bit less complicated because we don't have the dangly feet things. Whatever they're called. I should probably Google it, but I'm not gonna. Fantastic. So now let's take a little bit of a look from the outside. This is looking fantastic. Nice. Okay. This is perfect. So that is the Ghast filled in on all of the sides, which brings us all the way up to the top. So this is really, really simple. We want to connect the light grey concrete together on the front of the build to the sides, just like this. And then we want to fill the space in between in using blue concrete, like so. And then we want to do the same thing on the back as well. And then we fill these little gaps in with blue concrete. And then we can fill the entire middle of the head in using brown concrete. And I feel compelled to smooth out the front just as I did with the back there for some odd reason. I don't know why. There we go. And now we can just fill all of this in with brown concrete. I don't know why I just swapped white concrete there, but there you go. And there we have a happy Ghast with a saddle and goggles. Next, let's make the house that sits on top of our Ghast. So we're actually going to come all the way over to the back right hand corner of the Ghast, and we will locate this block here. As one row inwards, we then place a cobblestone, and then we place 2 cobblestone stairs extending to the left, aka towards the front. We then place a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oak wood, just like this. And then 6 cobblestone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oak wood, just like so. And we can add a layer of oak planks on top of the cobble, 2 by 2 square of glass on top of these 2 middle blocks. We build up oak planks left and right of the glass, and then oak wood across the top. And whilst we're here, let's also add some oak trapdoors just left and right of the window. Moving around to the front of the build, we are just going to place a row of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cobble extending left, with a row of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oak wood extending up, which we will connect to the opposite side here. We will add a double door right in the middle, preferably. There we go, that's better. And then we will place oak planks all the way around the door, just like so. Cobblestone stairs leading down to the ground with 2 grass block either side, which we will place oak trap doors just all the way around the edge of. And then we will just place poppies in the grass blocks, or on the grass blocks, and torches extending up out of each door. Then, all the way up here, we will place a 2 by 2 square of glass, just corresponding with the top of the doors here, and oak planks in this position, either side of the glass window, and then also oak planks on top of the glass as well. Then on this opposite side here, we are going to do the exact same thing as we did with this wall. So we'll place cobblestone in the same way, and then oak wood in the same way. Just look at the opposite side and copy it. Then we will extend the wood all the way back to the front. Oak planks along the bottom, double window in the middle, oak planks either side of said double window, then oak trapdoors either side of the glass. And then for the back of the build, it is slightly different here. We will place a row of cobblestone connecting both sides of the back of the house together, with an oak plank here, oak door here, then a row of oak planks extending right, 2 glass here, and then oak planks all the way around the outside here, with oak wood extending along the top of this. We then want the same window as we have on the front, so we'll have a 2 by 2 square of glass, and then oak planks surrounding it, and then on top also. And we're just going to, as a matter of fact, before we come inside, we just want to fill out this area. So we want to fill the middle section of this back porch in using cobblestone, and then add oak fence all the way around it. Then grass block underneath this window with oak trapdoors surrounding the grass, and poppies on top of the grass. And I would also love a torch above the door as well, just like this. And then we're just going to drop inside and make the floor, because it's nice and easy at this point in time. And this is just cobblestone, so we're just filling the entire base in with cobblestone. And then we can add stairs or the roof. So this, we're just placing rows of oak stairs, connecting the front and the back of the house together just in long rows, just like this. Until we get up to the peak. And then all the way down. And we will extend these stairs one row off of the back of the house, and we'll place upside down stairs underneath. Perfect. And we'll do the same on the front as well. So we'll just place the stairs, have them overhang, upside down underneath, and that looks perfect. On the right side of the house, we have a small garden. We have to remove 1, 2, 3, 4 rows extending out to the right side of the house. So this just corresponds with this oak wood to this oak wood. And we place that. It's actually a little bit tricky to get them in the right orientation without placing them onto a block. So I'm just going to place these to make it easier. So we place 1, 2 oak logs like this, pointing upwards. Grass block here, and then set of oak logs extending back, grass here, oak logs, and then we just fill the middle of this in with grass. And we place oak fence on top of the oak logs, and we hoe the 2 inside rows closest to the house, and I'm just placing wheat seeds here, feeling a bit seedy, and then we are just going to shovel the rest of this. That's perfect, and we'll wait for it to grow, and if not, we'll just bone meal it. And all the way over here, on the very corner of the ghast, I wish there was slightly more room. We're going to place a well. It's a row of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 cobblestone, extend across 3, then forwards, then inwards, and we place 2 oak fence on each one of the 2 corners, extending up. Can fill this in with water. If you want, you can add a cobble base to the well as well. How many more times can I say well, do you think? And then there we go. Then we can just fill the top in, and that went well. And this is looking absolutely perfect. This is the outside of the house. And just in case you're not aware, this is a modified villager house that I've made ever so slightly bigger and a little bit fancier. But I just thought it'd be fun, the idea of a happy ghast stealing a villager's house and just carrying it away. With the outside of the house complete, we can now head inside and work on the interior. Step 1, we will place a beehive all the way over here in this corner. 2 furnaces to the right, and then a beehive, and then 2 spruce fence on top of the beehives, with backwards facing lecterns above the furnaces. They want to look like this. And then brewing stand here, flower pots here, set of barrels above the cooking area. On the right, we will place a cauldron with a trip wire hook above it. Then we will place a crafting table here, spruce trapdoor here, stone cutter here, and then a picture here. So, a painting, I should say. A picture made me sound so old for some reason. A picture. So, a painting here. I actually want this one because it's kind of vibey in here. And then we can place a chest. And then we will place 1, 2, 3 spruce planks with ladders running up them. Bookshelves here. And then we want a bed suspended here, so it's easier just to place something, then the bed, then remove, just like this. And then we will place a couple of paintings here, flower pot here, poppy, lantern, and you can either leave the bed like this, which I'm actually thinking I'm going to do because I like it a bit better, or alternatively, we can add signs so that it kind of like fits the room a little bit better. Then on this wall we will place 2 spruce stairs like this with spruce trapdoors either side. And in this corner, a brown glazed terracotta with an oak leaf on top. We can then leave a gap of 1 in front of the seat and place spruce slabs like this. And then underneath the oak stairs that we have for the roof, we can place upside down stairs because it just looks a little bit nicer. I did toy with the idea of using spruce because it's heavy spruce in here, and I wonder how that would look actually. It is nice to have a bit of contrast, it might make it too dark, so I think we'll leave it. And with that final detail added, ladies and gentlemen, we have officially completed our happy Ghast carrying a house. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do remember to subscribe, like, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.